So there are three main things that you need to understand if you want to become a full-time content creator. And if you can get good at these three things, your views will skyrocket, your audience will explode, and brands will offer you thousands of dollars in sponsorships. And how do I know this works? Well, because in my first year of content creation, I grew my audience to over 420,000 people and gained tens of millions of views, all with this strategy right here. Okay, so let's dive into the first point, which is actually understanding the algorithm. So people like to throw around that term algorithm all the time. You're going to hear YouTube gurus telling you how to beat the algorithm, how to master or hack the algorithm. But the truth is that most people that talk about the algorithm don't actually understand how it works. Because people talk about it like it's some mysterious puppet master or something like that. But in reality, it's literally just a system designed with one specific goal. And that goal is to keep people on the platform as long as possible. That's it. That's literally all it cares about. And once you start to see the algorithm in that way, everything changes. Because think about it like this, every minute that someone spends watching your videos, that social media platform makes more money. So if you can keep people glued to the screen, if you can keep people on that platform for longer, then the algorithm is going to give you everything you want. It's going to give you views, followers, subscribers, and even eventually brand deals as well. And this is because you're making that platform more money. It really is as simple as that. So how can we actually use this to our advantage? How can we keep people on these platforms for longer and therefore get more views ourselves and also make more money as well? Well, there are three very quick and very simple ways to do this. And the first one is to create binge-worthy content. For example, if you have a YouTube channel, the longer someone spends watching your videos, the more money that YouTube makes. So if we can get people binging through our videos, one video after the other, then obviously YouTube is just going to show our content to more and more people. Now, the best part about this is that creating binge-worthy content is actually easier than you might think. Because think about a TV show like Friends, for example. Why do people binge watch Friends? Why do people watch Friends episode after episode? Well, it's not just the storyline. It's not just the characters. It's because you know that every single episode is going to give you that same warm, nostalgic feeling. We kind of know what to expect. We know how every single episode is going to make us feel. And the interesting part is that that's actually one of the biggest cheat codes to content creation. Because think about the creators that you love. They don't just post content randomly about anything. There's probably a specific energy throughout their content. And that familiar energy is why you keep coming back to their content over and over again. Okay, so the second way to get people to watch more of your content is to create irresistible hooks. So let's be real, these days, people's attention spans are brutal. People are going to click onto your video and decide maybe within 3 to 5 seconds if you're worth their time. So with that in mind, the hooks of your videos or the introductions to your videos need to capture people's attention immediately. And I actually have an entire video about how to create killer hooks, but I want to give you one simple but very powerful lesson from that video. And that is to start with emotion, not information. So don't open your video with facts or over-explaining yourself or introducing yourself on your channel, nothing like that. Instead, you want to trigger some sort of emotion first. You want to tap into some emotional reaction that makes someone think, I need to see what happens next. And the third and final way to get people watching more of your content is to stop blending in. Because here's the thing, hooks and editing can only really take you so far. But if you look and sound like everybody else, then nobody's going to remember you, because the algorithm can show your videos to more people, but it can't make those people actually care about you. That part you've got to figure out yourself. And one amazing mindset shift that you can use here is don't just aim to make a good video, make a video that could only be made by you. And that is how you stop just blending in with everyone else. That's how you get the algorithm to start showing your videos to thousands, if not millions of new people. Okay, so just before we move on to the second cheat code to content creation, I actually made a 5-day roadmap that shows you exactly how to grow an audience and start earning money as a new creator. And it's completely free to go and download, so I will leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. Okay, so the second cheat code to content creation is insane insanely powerful, and I call it content mining. So right now, if you're like most beginner creators, you're probably just posting content and kind of just hoping for the best, which is fine if you're just starting out and you're, improving your confidence on camera and becoming more comfortable with content creation. But if you want to start growing consistently as a creator, you need to start doing some research in your niche and start looking for what are called outliers. Now, to give you an extremely obvious example, I noticed that in my niche, there were many videos that basically had the same title and thumbnail. So the title was something like How YouTube or How Content Creation Changed My Life, and the thumbnail always had the words Just Start every single time. So I thought, you know what, that's clearly working for so many different people. Why don't I just try it myself? And when I did, that video literally blew up my entire channel. And what that taught me is that content creation isn't just about guessing. It's not just about posting videos consistently and hoping for the best. It's about finding high-performing patterns and outliers, and then building on those outliers with your own unique voice. So what is the easiest way to find these outliers? Well, on YouTube, it's actually incredibly simple. And to do this, you can use the Chrome extension VidIQ. And this is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I use the free version, and you don't need to pay for it. Just use the free version. So you just want to go to the VidIQ website, you sign up with your Google account, and then it's going to try and make you pay for it. So you just click X, and then come up here and click Install Extension. And now when you go on any channel on YouTube, you can see that each video has this multiplier just under the video itself. And you can see we have 2.8, 1.4, 3.6, and these multipliers indicate how this video is performing compared to the rest of the videos on that channel. And what you want to do is you want to go onto channels in your specific niche, and you want to look for multipliers like this. So maybe 10x or 20x or 30x, because what that means is that something about that video, whether it's the title, the thumbnail, or the actual video idea itself, is resonating with your target audience. And most importantly, try and look for patterns. Because if you notice that multiple outlier videos, they all have the same title or a similar thumbnail, or they're all about the same topic, then you know for a fact that that is a provable, repeatable idea that you can build on with your own content. Okay, so the last cheat code to content creation is maybe the most uncomfortable, and that is to allow yourself to fail. You want to fail often, fail a lot, and fail big. Because here's the thing that most creators have to learn the hard way, and that is that failure is feedback. So every video that doesn't perform, every awkward take when you're learning to speak to camera, every hate comment, they're all kind of data points telling you how to improve. And you can think about it like this. If you were learning how to skateboard, would you be able to do a kickflip without failing first? Of course not. You would fall over 1,000 times first, but each fall would teach you balance, timing, and control. And content creation literally works the same way. Now, the difference is with content creation, people can actually see every single time you fall, because obviously you're posting videos publicly to the internet. But the best part about that is that people connect to creators who aren't perfect. So remember that idea: fail often, fail a lot, and fail big. Because at the end of the day, the fastest way or the cheat code to content creation is not avoiding mistakes, it's actively making them, learning from them, and then just keep moving forward. And if this is all starting to click for you, I actually made this video right here where I literally give you a month-by-month plan to becoming a full-time content creator in the next 6 months. So yeah, click onto that video and I'll see you there.